People might get offended with this blog, so be forewarned. I'm not advocating war here. I'm just telling you the truth. The laws of God was not about preventing diseases, how to be good citizens, contribute to the community, or being nice to people. It was about preparation for war. God was preparing the children of Israel to go to war and seize the land of Canaan no matter what it takes. Their very existence and survival depends on it. This is to fulfill the promise God made to Abraham for 1,000 years. They should take possession of the land of Canaan as their birthright. In war, there are winners and losers. A poor man can easily become rich if he won the war. We're going to discuss how the Israelites won the war and gained a lot of spoils. They were against great adversity, and more numerous and technologically advanced than them. Nowadays, wars are costly. During the rise of Israel, the Israelites plundered wealth from others to fund their war efforts. The Israelites did as Moses instructed and asked the Egyptians for articles of silver and gold, and for clothing. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and they gave them what they asked for, so they plundered the Egyptians. Out of the misery of the Egyptians, the Israelites gained wealth. The Israelites were given the first taste of victory against the Amalekites. However, the Israelites at that time don't have the discipline and obedience, so God disciplines them. They were strifeful with negative thinking. They also lacked the faith, hope, and positive thinking. They doubted themselves and their own capabilities. God doesn't like that. God said, "Not one of the men who saw my glory and the miraculous signs I performed in Egypt and in the desert, but who disobeyed me and tested me 10 times, not one of them will ever see the land I promised on oath to their forefathers. No one has treated me with contempt will ever see it. But because my servant Caleb has a different spirit and follows me wholeheartedly, I will bring him into the land he went to. His descendants will inherit it." Caleb was a positive thinker, despite knowing he will fight giants and enemies who are more technologically advanced. Since the majority of the Israelites doubted themselves and were unwilling to obey God, they were prevented from going to the land of promise. Moses too was prevented in going into the land because he failed in his responsibility. He was unable to convince the people to cross the Jordan River and seize the promised land. God punished the Israelites through several pains and sufferings in order to harness the discipline and hope. They traveled around the desert in circles until the next generation of Israelites are ready. Now Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid his hands on him. So the Israelites listened to him and did what the Lord had commanded Moses. In order to be successful in life, we need to have faith, hope, and discipline. It's a brutal world out there, and we don't need compromises. Now, during modern times, we don't go out there, kill people, and steal their belongings. I want you to think of your road to success as going to war. Be relentless if you have to. Hire people who believe in your business goals and do whatever it takes to achieve those goals. Fire people who are doubtful and unwilling to accomplish those goals. Go to business like you are preparing for war.